Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says there's no secrecy in the Sandals project. Speaking at today's post-cabinet media briefing, Dr. Rowley said the opposition has accused government of secrecy with the project. He said the people of this country should know that government is engaged in commercial arrangements, and in these circumstances, there are confidentiality issues.
Exercise those protections for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You have these misleaders out there trying to give you the impression that if there is any confidentiality, it somehow is a harbinger of corruption, and it is wrong.
He spoke specifically on one matter from 2015 regarding the procurement of a Coast Guard vessel that was on its way to Trinidad and Tobago. Dr. Rowley displayed a cabinet note which provided for the purchase of a vessel by former Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar for more than $220 million. He said the protocol of acceptance of the vessel was signed the day before the 2015 general elections.
The people who run the country in a particular way are the ones who are leading the charge now, making demands for governance arrangements, which are quite different to how they run the country.
Prime Minister Rowley emphasized that government has not agreed to any terms and conditions for the Sandals project.
There are those who are trying to tell the population that there was no procurement process. What procurement process? We should have advertised, and then Joe Bloke and Capo X would say, I want to come to Tobago, and then we choose one. We don't want them. We wanted Sandals because the brand and its airlift, its worldwide advertising and its airlift will give Tobago what Tobago does not have now.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said UNC MP Dr. Rudal Munilal's attempt to blame the PNM for flooding in Greenvale in a media conference on Wednesday was an attempt to distract the public from serious developments in the courts regarding corruption. Dr. Rowley was referring to a lawsuit in the Port of Spain High Court filed by the Estate Management and Business Development Company against Dr. Munilal, a former housing minister, and 4 other people and 3 companies. Dr. Munilal and the others are accused of engaging in an elaborate scheme of bid rigging, bribery, and collusion, which led to hundreds of millions of dollars being disbursed to 5 contractors just before the 2015 general election.
That while this was supposed to be the news, made front page news, 7 o'clock news, you were not to know that while your officer was there making this the news. It was simply trying to distract the population from the fact that in the appeal court was a matter where persons were having to account for how they got into public monies and where the money gone.
He said there ought to be consequences for those who short or fall short.
We are changing the systems to make the systems work so that it will be possible to conduct business in Trinidad and Tobago without it automatically carrying a sentiment that it is flavored by corruption.
The Prime Minister promised to speak to the media tomorrow at the Parliament at 11:30 a.m. about all issues pertaining to Greenvale.